Welcome to Ghost Files, where the shadows speak and mysteries come alive. If you love chilling stories, haunted places, and the unexplained, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the darkest tales from around the world. Let's dive into today's haunting. Frostbite Village. The snow-covered mountains loomed like skeletal fingers, casting long, ominous shadows over the small village of Ravenswood. It was the dead of winter, and the villagers huddled together, trying to escape the biting cold. But they knew the cold wasn't the only thing to fear. Strange occurrences had begun to plague Ravenswood. Tools would go missing, food would spoil, and eerie whispers seemed to carry on the wind. The villagers were on edge, and tensions ran high. One stormy night, a young woman named Ava ventured out into the woods to fetch firewood. As she wandered deeper into the forest, the trees seemed to close in around her, their branches creaking ominously. Suddenly, Ava stumbled upon an ancient, decrepit cabin, half buried in the snow. Curiosity got the better of her, and she pushed open the creaking door. Inside, she found a room filled with strange, macabre artifacts. There were taxidermied animals, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light, and ancient tomes bound in human skin. Ava tried to flee, but the door slammed shut behind her. The wind howled, and the cabin seemed to shift and twist, trapping her. She was confronted by a figure, its face twisted into a grotesque grin. "Welcome to Frostbite Village," it hissed, its breath visible in the cold air. "You'll never leave." The villagers found Ava the next morning, her body frozen, her eyes wide with terror. From that day on, the village was abandoned, left to the mercy of the winter winds. The cabin remained, a haunted monument to the horrors that lurked in the darkness. Years later, travelers would report hearing Ava's screams on stormy nights, echoing through the mountains, a chilling reminder of the terror that still lingered in Frostbite Village. The Shadow in the Snow. Professor Elliot Winters had always been fascinated by the supernatural and the unexplained. As a renowned paranormal investigator, he had explored some of the most haunted places on Earth. But nothing could have prepared him for the terror he faced in the remote, snow-covered mountains of Hokkaido. Elliot had received a cryptic letter from an old colleague, Dr. Matsumoto, who claimed to have discovered evidence of a malevolent entity in an abandoned research station deep in the mountains. The letter was brief and ominous, warning Elliot to be careful. As Elliot trekked through the knee-deep snow, the crunch of his boots was the only sound that broke the silence. The research station loomed ahead, its windows like empty eyes staring back. Elliot's heart quickened as he pushed open the creaking door. Inside, he found a lab filled with strange equipment and cryptic notes. Dr. Matsumoto's journal revealed that he had been experimenting with the local folklore, trying to contact a spirit known as Yuki-onna, the Snow Maiden. According to legend, she was a vengeful spirit who froze her victims to death. Suddenly, Elliot heard a faint whispering in his ear. "You shouldn't be here." He spun around, but there was no one. The whispers seemed to come from all directions, echoing off the walls. As night fell, Elliot barricaded himself inside, but the whispers grew louder, more menacing. He began to feel an icy presence closing in around him. The wind howled, and the snow swirled, creating a vortex that seemed to take on a life of its own. In the darkness, Elliot saw her. Yuki-onna, the Snow Maiden. Her face was deathly pale, her eyes black as coal. She reached out a bony hand, and Elliot felt his body begin to freeze. The next morning, search parties found Elliot's frozen body. his eyes wide with terror. The research station was abandoned once more, left to the mercy of the snowy wilderness. But some say on certain nights, when the snow falls heavy, you can still hear Elliot's screams echoing through the mountains, a chilling reminder of the horror that lurks in the shadows of the snow. Years later, locals claim to see Elliot's ghostly figure, trudging through the snow, forever trapped in the abyss of terror that Yuki Onna had unleashed upon him. The Frozen Mirror. In the heart of the frozen tundra, there stood an ancient, abandoned mansion, rumored to be the lair of a powerful sorceress. The mansion was said to be filled with mystical artifacts, but none were more coveted than the frozen mirror. Legend had it that the mirror revealed the deepest fears of those who dared to gaze into its glass. Many had attempted to claim the mirror, but none had returned to tell the tale. The sorceress was said to have placed a curse upon the mirror, freezing the souls of those who gazed into its depths. Ava, a fearless treasure hunter, had heard the stories but didn't believe them. She assembled a team of experts, and together, they braved the treacherous terrain to reach the mansion. As they explored the dusty halls, they stumbled upon a room filled with ancient relics. And there, hanging on the wall, was the frozen mirror. Its surface was icy cold, reflecting the room with an unsettling clarity. Ava, feeling a thrill of excitement, approached the mirror. Her team warned her, but she laughed, saying, "I'm not afraid of any old curse." As soon as she gazed into the mirror, her expression changed. Her eyes widened in horror, and she stumbled backward. The mirror revealed to Ava her deepest fear, being trapped in the frozen wilderness, alone and helpless. The team watched in terror as Ava's body began to freeze, her skin turning a pale blue. She was consumed by the very fear she had gazed upon in the mirror. One by one, the team members succumbed to the mirror's power, their deepest fears manifesting before their eyes. In the end, only one member was left, and he fled the mansion, never to return. The mansion remained standing, a testament to the horrors that lurked within. The frozen mirror was said to still hang on the wall, waiting for its next victim. Some claim that on certain nights, when the moon is full, you can see the reflections of Ava and her team, forever trapped in the mirror's glass, their fears eternal. The legend of the frozen mirror spread far and wide, a cautionary tale about the dangers of meddling with forces beyond human understanding. And the mansion stood, a haunted monument to the terror that the mirror inspired, a reminder that some secrets are better left unexplored.